Hey guys, Jano0, how you doing? I hope all is well in YouTube land. Whatever part of the world that you are in. Okay, pheasant update, hatching pheasant eggs and pheasant chicks and all things pheasants update. We've been hatching, as you guys know from previous videos, pheasant eggs that our hens have been laying this year. They started laying about the second week of April, and we're into almost the third week of May here, or something like that. And we've been getting 1 egg a day per hen, and we've had a lot of eggs, more than what we were expecting to get. The incubator here is full. We just keep rotating them out. When we pull some out to put into the hatching incubator, then we fill them in with more viable eggs. So they're in here for 20 days. And then we move them into this incubator here for the last couple of days until they hatch. We got some in there. There's a little dude. Hi, little dude. And we leave him in this little styrofoam incubator. We're going to close it up so he don't get cold. We'll leave them in this incubator for about a day, sometimes a day and a half, until they kind of dry off and fluff up a little bit. So we have, I don't know, we've been averaging, honestly, we've only been averaging about a 50% hatch rate. We're not quite sure why. This is a learning process for us. It's our first year doing this, and it's a wild bird. We're doing the best we can. We are getting quite a few chicks out of all the eggs, but I would like to get the percentage rate a little higher. Some folks have said, humidity's too high. Some say that humidity's too low, temperature too high, too low. It's just one of them things that, the weather's been kind of crazy. We went from hot to cold to hot to cold, and we don't know if that's, playing a role with the eggs that we're bringing in. We don't know. We don't know what's going on. But hopefully we're going to, get it ironed out so we can get a little bit better hatch rate from our hens, especially next year. Next year we're going to be a little more prepared. Be a little more prepared for all this, and have a second incubator ready to rock and roll next year. So anywho, we take them from that second incubator once they hatch after a day, and then we move them in here to the pantry in this little box here. It's a little old computer box, and we'll bring them into here. Hi, little dudes. And right now we have 2 in here. We just moved some outside to the next stage, and we'll leave them in here until they're about a week old or so, or until they get really good wings, good feathers on their wings, and are able to stand the little bit of weather a little bit better. It kind of keeps them all separated out so that the older birds don't pick on the younger birds. So we leave them in here until, like I say, until they're about a week old or so, and then we move them out here to the back porch into, remember the brooder box that we made out of the table, the temporary brooder box. Hi, little guys. And then we have them out here in this box until they're about a month old. You can see that these birds out here are a little bit bigger. They got a little bit more feathers on them. We use wee pads. If people want to ask me what I put on the bottom of the brooders, those are those like the puppy training pads. And we use those because they're able to get good traction. And they absorb a lot if they spill the water out, or their little bathroom breaks that are in there. It soaks them up pretty good. That's easy to clean, and that's just what we use for ours. So, like I say, we'll keep them little ones in here. There's one there that's kind of stumbling around. He had a hard time coming out of the shell. We had to help him out, but hopefully he'll be all right. So we'll keep them in here till they're 3 weeks, a month-ish or so old, and then we bring them over to the next stage, which is right here, where they start experiencing outside. Hi, little guys. These here are about a month old or so birds. I don't know how well this is going to come out. I apologize for the crappy camera work. We'll leave them out here in this box until they get to be a couple of months old, or until they outgrow it, and then we will move them from this box here. We'll move them out to the big grow-out pen that we now have empty over on that part of the building there, and then that is where they'll stay until it's time either until we sell them, or when it's time to go ahead and butcher them and put them in the freezer, which will be sometime around October, November-ish. That's whenever these will be ready. So We did upgrade our license to where we can sell chicks. We're going to sell chicks, and we can sell, like adult breeding pairs. I'm probably not going to sell eggs for incubating, just because I don't want somebody to get with me, and buy some eggs off of me and then say, only 3 of them eggs hatch. You're stupid. I don't want to do that. So we're going to only sell chicks and adult birds and butchered birds with our commercial propagators license. So if you're interested in pheasants, you need to make sure that you check with your local Department of Natural Resource stuff and see if you need a license. Here in Ohio, we need a license to keep game birds. And so far, so good. We're definitely going to be working on trying to improve our hatch percentage. But it's a learning experience, and we learn as we go. So anyway, there's an update on our pheasant chicks, and it's fun. It's a good learning experience, and I'm really enjoying them. The pheasants are really easy to take care of. They're quiet. They don't eat very much at all. I was real surprised that they don't really eat a whole lot. And they're a good addition to the homestead, and they're really, really good eating. They're really tasty. So there you have it. You guys, thanks very much for watching. Hope this helps. You guys have a great day. God bless. The end. Buzz, buzz. The end.